Testing, testing, testing. All right, just making sure this thing is working. Testing, testing, testing. All right, let's take a look at this one. This one. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see here. So going into the week or the month actually, we just started a month and we closed very bullish. We closed at all-time highs. I do see here the price created an order block from the month prior and price drew higher from there. So really nothing I can talk about here on the. Let's go ahead and get rid of all my drawings. Okay, so I guess this one's protected. So again, nothing on the monthly. We do know that price is drawing higher. The monthly already took out the previous month's high, as well as this previous month's high. So that's a bullish sign, because that means price traded out of this range. Price traded out of this range. So currently on the monthly, we're expanding. So we're bullish on the monthly time frame. Let's go to the weekly. All right. So on the weekly, we had a previous gap that we were looking into last week. Same with ES and Q had a run into that gap, whereas ES didn't. So that's SMT with these higher time frames on the weekly. We still close within the range. Actually, this isn't the actual range because we haven't connected into data yet. But again, we have SMT with the lows. So let's go ahead and connect the data, and we'll see where price is at. I'll connect, and then I'll quickly disconnect afterwards, so that we can do the technical analysis here on with no worries. All right, I still haven't figured out why my data is taking long to load lately. So we're just waiting for now. The one thing I like about TradingView is that TradingView is an automatic. I mean, it's web-based, so you don't really have to worry about connecting to data unless unless the actual TradingView website is down. So that's what sucks. But again, I like that. I like that with NinjaTrader I can do whatever I want. So yeah. But anyway, okay, we just connected. All right, so not much of a change. We did have a wick sort of develop here yesterday because we had that. Not yesterday, Friday. We had that massive down move after price to traded into that rejection block. But anyways, so here we go. So again, price closed above, traded out of this range. Same with the monthly. Let's go into the daily, the weekly. Okay, so we closed very bearish here on the weekly. And as it stands right now, my belief is that we need to take out these highs. All right, that's the current draw on the weekly. Why is the current draw on the weekly? Because let's see here. All right, so we did stay within this range. Notice how we traded higher, but then we came back down, and then Friday we closed lower. So as it stands right now, like I said, the higher time frame, the weekly time frame, is that we eventually draw higher, but we do need to take out some lows, because on this weekly we traded higher, and then we drew lower, closing below this open, this close over here. So that means that price tried to get out of this range, but unfortunately it didn't. So now we have to, we're drawing lower. If price would have closed, like let's say up here, then I would be bullish. I guess you could say on the lower time frames. Same thing here. Price drew higher, didn't break this high, but we did come back down and close below this range. So I believe that we're going to draw lower first on the lower time frames. So let me add these here. Let me add these here. Okay. And so that's the first objective. Second objective would be these lows. First objective would be here. Second objective would be these lows over here. And we are trading within this gap over here. So if price breaks this low, that's fine. But if price doesn't break this low, that's fine also, because we are within a fair value gap. Okay. And these are relative equal highs at the all-time highs. So let's just put REHs, comma ATH. Relative equal highs. Okay, this one I wouldn't call relative equal highs, because obviously we are about 100 points away. 77, yeah, close to 100 points away. So let's go to the daily. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. Because the thing is, when I take too much time, I come up with very different objectives. Okay. All right. So again, we didn't close above this high, so this candle is very bearish. We closed below the open here as well. We didn't close below the open, but again, we did close below this range as well. This range is what I'm looking towards, this range right here. So equilibrium is somewhere here. So let's take a look here. We do have a daily range here, but I'm not going to add that until we get to the daily range. I guess you could say 25% of the daily range, which would be down here. So let me go ahead and add another one here. If you remember last week, I was actually aiming for these lows, but price did not do that, obviously. So let's keep working here. So again, relative equal highs, not relative equal highs, lower low, but that's fine. Let's actually take a look at YM real quick. Okay. All right. Just waiting for YM to load. Here we go. Oh crap! No, not this one. Oh. I use TradingView to view YM, and I just hate it. I don't like. Why did it close again? I don't like TradingView at all. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Daily. Okay, so on YM we do have a higher high based off the, I guess you can say, the previous daily range on YM. So we do have a higher high. However, we are trading lower. So that would be SMT sort of between those highs. Actually, is this the daily? Yeah, it is the daily. Okay, so since April, YM has failed to reach a new higher high on the weekly. Yep, on the weekly, but on the daily, we do have a lower low on the daily, and then we also have an intermediate term high on YM as well. So I'll keep that in mind. Um, okay, so again, my short time frame draw currently right now as it stands is the are the lows. Now on NQ has already drawn has already broken the low, as you can see here. But again, I'm not looking for price to reverse and then draw higher into the highs from here. I'm looking for price to draw into equilibrium. So let's just keep that in mind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a low at today's low. So today's low, that would be, I guess that would be maybe the Asia range or whatever low we drew going into the Asia and London range here. Okay, and again, we are on the daily. We are still within this gap over here, but I don't expect that to hold. Same with ES. I mean, with NQ, we did trade below this, and we do have a IFBG play here where price closed below here on the 24th, and from the 24th all the way up until the last week, we drove into it, still closing below 50% of the range. Obviously, on Thursday we did close above it, but then on Friday we had this very bearish move here. So we'll just keep that in mind. All right. So that's that. You know what? Let's do this. Let's actually it's this one right here. So I'm only going to add it up to here. That way I am mindful of where this price area is. Okay, there we go. And let's add this one here. Okay, so that's what we have thus far. ES again hasn't broken the low, so we're good on that. NQ has, but still expecting price to draw lower. Now we do have news today. I don't know what it is. I think IFM manufacturing, but uh, but the main focus point for the week is that it's the first week of the month, so we do have FOMC, meaning that we are going to trade Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but highly doubt it. Actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday we're not trading, and Thursday we're definitely not trading. And Wednesday, if I do trade, it'll be just a quick one, and I'm only going to trade within the 10 or 11 macro. So yeah, that's fine. And again, like I said, we do have a daily range, but I don't want to add that until later on during the day. So from here to here, that would be the daily range, and I don't see price heading into the 24-hour. I mean the extreme premium until maybe tomorrow. But then again, I would be surprised if we went today. So I'm going to try to catch those moves whenever price decides to get head lower. Let's head into the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, we do have a range here. Like I said, we are trading within this range. Here we go. What is okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So what am I going to do is I'm going to add a dealing range here. I'm going to expand that. What we're going to do is also going to actually, no, we're not going to lock it. We're going to lock it right here. Actually, let's bring it back some. Let's lock it there. Okay. All right, here we go. So last week, what I was saying was that we are on the buy side of the curve, but that was on the hourly. On the 4 hour, we aren't. We rejected this rejection block over here, so we are drawing lower. And notice how this rejection block traded into 50% of the range, which is consequent encroachment. Traded into extreme premium, and as you can see, we have wicks up here. We still close below, open and close below extreme premium, driving straight through equilibrium here. Okay, same thing with NQ, and no SMT as of yet on the higher time frame. So on the daily, we do have SMT. Higher high here, lower high here, higher high here, lower high here. With YM, it's lower high. It's higher high and then a higher high, meaning that there is SMT on the daily between ESNQ and YM. All right, let's see here. And I am target. We do have equal lows here, so I'll keep that in mind. Let's put RELs. All right, I was trying to do this quicker, but for some reason I had audio problems earlier. So what would I like? I would like for price to, on the short time, higher time frame, we are drawing towards these highs. On the lower time frame, we do have SMT here, which means price is drawing towards the highs on the lower time frames. Okay, that's what I see. And we did violate these. This is what I was looking at last week as a propulsion block. Wait, actually, not that one. Actually, it was 1 hour here somewhere, and then we drew below that. As you can see here, we are violating all of these bullish PD arrays. We close below this order block here, below constant encroachment. So I see that as a bearish sign. Same thing here. This propulsion block. We are actually, this is not a propulsion block either. On the 1 hour, you could see it. But yeah, we are currently drawing higher right after price took out previous day low. Okay, previous day's lows. Previous day lows. Again, we do have a dealing range here, so that's where we stand at the current moment on the 4 hour. So, and this is equilibrium. Same here with this equilibrium. So let's go into not the daily, the 60-minute. Let's see where price is. So we did violate a ton of bullish PD arrays. Same here, bullish PD arrays. Price did take out Asia high, London. Now we drew lower, took out Asia low, and right now actually we are right at a imbalance here, and that would be considered as a liquidity pool. Let's look at the 60. All right, we did do this as well. We have a liquidity pool up here. Oh, not that one. This one. Yep, here it is. So we do have this liquidity pool. The price took out, and we drew lower from that. So so that's where we stand. I'm not sure from what I'm seeing, because we did take out this pool here, traded into an imbalance. Same thing here, into an imbalance after a liquidity pool was taken. So I wouldn't expect these highs to get taken if price is going to continue lower. It is FOMC, so given that it is FOMC, I expect liquidity to be very fluid, and I do expect these lows to get taken. Not sure if it happens today, but if it does, that would be amazing. All right, let's go into the 5 minute. Yeah, let's go into the 5 minute. I'm betting there is an entry of sorts into this liquidity pool. Yep, exactly, right here. Right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have that. We have this. There it is right here. So yeah, the draw currently right now as it stands is we are drawing towards the lows. Now, I don't expect, if this imbalance holds, I don't expect this this high to get taken. I mean, there are technically relative equal lows, relative equal highs, uh, but yeah, that's fine. This is the liquidity pool I was talking about. Um, so I'm inclined to take a short in this area here, and if I do, then it'll be using the micros once again, because lately the last 2 weeks I've been on a streak, losing streak, of course, but within mitigated with mitigated stop losses. Okay, let's see here. Here we haven't taken out any lows as of yet. Still no lows as of yet. Here we go. All right. Okay, right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell some micros here. 32.25. Yeah, I'm gonna sell some micros here with a stop above this high. Here it is. And I'm gonna use that as the 0830 open. Wait. Oh, I almost forgot about that, because this is the midnight open, and as you can see, we did trade into it. And this right here is the 0830 open. Where's the open? Right here. There we go. Okay. Yep, here it is. And it's right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get short at 33.50. Where's the DOM? There it is. Here we go. 0.50. All right, there we go. All right, have I been triggered in yet? Not yet. The reason I'm getting short here is because we do have SMT with this high and this high, and we do have SMT with this high and this high. Right here, right here. Okay. Still haven't been triggered in. Still waiting. And I'm gonna put my stop up here at 36.25. So just wait and get triggered in. Come on, a little more. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm in with the low, and my stop is going to be 36.25. If I get stopped out, that's fine. Here we go. All right, there we go. And no, I think I'm about to get stopped out, which is fine. Okay. All right, so I got stopped out. It's fine. 2.75 points, which is fine. I still don't want that high to get taken, though. If it does, then my trade idea is void. All right, there we go. Okay. I'm actually putting my stop up here. This right here is inverted fair value gap, and I don't want this to hold. So if this high gets taken, I don't want to stay in the trade. So let's keep at it here. All right. Come on. As you can see, NQ is already drawing lower. This is a high resistance. This is high resistance, meaning that NQ should have a hard time drawing above this. We do have SMT now again with NQ and ES. As you can see, ES had was not able to break this high. So let's keep going here. All right, all right. If I get stopped, then I get stopped, and I gotta get out. It's only 2 contracts, so I'm not really too worried about the stop. It was a quick idea for the 0830 open, so let's just leave it at that. All right. Okay. Okay, so I did get stopped there, and that's fine. I'll take it. It was just an idea I had for the 0830 open. If we don't, then I will look to get short at the 10 open. All right, let's see here. Again, if this higher high holds, then I wouldn't expect this high to get taken. Okay. All right. Oh, there it is. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was definitely the liquidity here. All right. Okay. All right, come on. So far, this imbalance is holding. Price is drawing lower here, so I'm happy with that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna enter short here. I'm gonna give it one more try, and my stop is gonna be the highest. All right, so I'm in. Here we go. All right, so I'm in at 5536, and my stop is gonna be here. Again, I'm going in with 2 contracts and the micros. Micros is fine. I'm not too worried about the stop. The stop would be a wider range because they are micros, so I'm not too worried about it. About a 10, 15 point range. A little bit. Okay, all right. I don't know what happened with my connection. But again, I am at 5536 and I am shorting. My biases is bearish. The draws are the lows, and my entry is right at the midnight open. So if my bias is correct, then I do expect this midnight open to hold and for price to draw lower. Looks like ES, looks like E and Q was the better choice for the short. Okay. All right. All right. All right, so we did draw some relative equal lows here. So let's notate that. I would not want price to engulf this candle. If it does, then I got to get out. We do have a balanced price range here. Yeah, we did balance it out. So let's keep drawing lower. All right, so I'm in with 3 contracts. My stop is at the high. Let's get rid of this. Let's see if price holds this area. All right, I'm going to take my first contract here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, so I'm going to wait until this right here. This is the new dealing range on the very short time frame. Right here. And let me set my hard stop up here, 39.25. Okay. 39.25. Okay. So I do have, what I want is I want for price to close below equilibrium of this small time frame. As long as price keeps doing that, then I'm happy holding. There we go, perfect. What did we do on the 15 minute? So on the 1 hour, we did take out this 1 hour liquidity pool. On the 15 minute, we took out this pool. So we should be drawing lower from here. Looking for an entry. Let's see if there's one on the 1 minute. All right. All right, so we are extreme premium here of this range. I would not want price to continue higher from here. I would want price to draw lower from here. And if we close higher, then I do have to get out. So I'm just going to keep that there. Oh, perfect. All right, so we are drawing. And again, my stop, a hard stop. I'm keeping my hard stop up here. See, this is the thing I did not want with NQ. Okay. As long as price draws lower, that's all I care about. I don't care if price wicks. If it wicks like into here, that's fine too. I just don't want price to wick above this area because, again, we already purged 15 minute. We already purged 1 hour, so now we're drawing lower. So let's keep watching here. All right. There we go. Perfect. All right. Okay. All right. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. 5 minute, we are still here. I don't want to see any wicks, any wick closes here. We are at an imbalance here, so that's fine. And yeah, we do have this right here. So my first target is going to be down here. Perfect. All right. NQ just hit its first, the first objective. All right. First target will be 28.25, right? Yeah, 28.25. All right. There we go. We got a buy order at 28.25. All right, come on. Oh no. Yep, that's something I did not want to see, but I'm still holding here. As it stands, like I said, right now my stop is above this swing high, so that's about a 3-point range on 3 contracts. Perfect. So I'm risking 3 points to make what? I don't know, however long that is. Okay, come on, keep going. Notice how we did have like a quick bounce off the off of extreme premium here, extreme discount. I'm sorry. We are extreme discount here on the higher time frame. But if price is going to head lower, then I don't expect price to come up here. That would be just, I don't know, that'd be a little insane to me. I want to see bearish price action. I want to see price close below 50% of the range on the hourly. Where are we still on the hourly? We are holding below that gap there. There we go. Yep, we have nothing but wicks on the 1 hour. Same thing with the 1 hour here on NQ. We are almost close to the 10 o'clock macro. So on the 10 o'clock macro, I would not want to see this holding. All right, because if price is going to head higher, then I don't want this 10 o'clock type of setup to hold. And I would want price to close below, consequent encroachment of the gap. So let's just keep watching. And it looks like we're about to draw lower. All right, so I have, yep, I have sell orders. No, not sell orders. There we go. There we go, 28. Perfect. Perfect. All right. All right, so we did close below this gap over here. So I do want price to just keep drawing lower, as long as NQ keeps doing that as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my stop to 38.25. Wait, right above that. Once price takes this low out, I'm going to lower it. And as you can see here, we do have uh, a gap here that just drew itself. All right. Well, that's not really a gap. Not until this candle closes. Um, yeah. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see price close above this gap over here. Ah, perfect. There we go. Come on, baby. Okay, we're about to hit that mark, and we just did. And we just did again. Yep, there we go. All right, so I just hit my first profit target. 28.5. All right, perfect. Yep, I just hit my first target. Next target is here. And final target would be down here at relative equal lows. Easy day, easy day. We should continue to draw lower from here. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, so what do I want to see next? I don't want to see this gap get filled. Yeah, I don't want to see it get filled because that, if it doesn't get filled, that would classify this as a breakaway gap. There we go. Yeah, then that would classify this as a breakaway gap, meaning that price is unwilling to fill this gap, and so because of that, price should draw lower with aggressiveness. Like I was explaining to you, I expect I expect price action to be very fluid today, whichever way it decides to go. And here we go. Perfect. Let's put a question mark here because whether it fails or does. Okay, so now my stop is if price closes above this. You know what? Let me just lower it to break even. Yeah, let's set it to break even. All right. All right. Okay. So NQ, we just took out a last week's low. No, not last week's low. Last week's Wednesday low. So if we do get a reversal here, it should be more momentary only. Um, oh no, I did cover two, so that means I only have one. Um, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave my last target here at 21. There we go. Perfect. If I had more contracts, I would leave my last one down here. All right, there we go. Okay, come on. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Almost there. There we go, baby. Uh, my my order did not get filled, even though we literally hit that That to the tick. Come on. Oh, jeez. This is where you have to keep your fingers in your armpits or, I don't know, somewhere. And there we go. Okay, so trade complete. Perfect. Okay, so we are within the 10 o'clock macro, and I am done with the trade. Uh, so that was a, what do you call that? That was a 0930 Judas swing, where price quickly swung um, past this liquidity pool uh, into a volume imbalance uh, on the 1 hour, and on the lower time frame, like I said, we took out this. Wait, where is this here? Nope, it's this one. Nope, not that one. There we go. Horizontal. Okay. So price took out this 15-minute liquidity pool, took out this dealing range here, and created and violated the dealing range up here. So I don't. I wouldn't. How do I explain this? Um, oh wait. So yeah, price violated this. Price hasn't violated this dealing range yet. So notice here how we have equal lows. So I do expect price to come back and purge these equal lows, and then to eventually come down to take these lows. So whether price comes back up to here or whatever, I do want to continue to see structure build, so that I can eventually get into another one. But as it stands right now, we haven't. We've already taken out the lows over here. But let's look at my entries and exits here. Yeah, the last 2 weeks I've been very, I guess you could say, not skeptical or doubtful. I've been what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to say? I can't remember it. Geez, I can't even remember the name. But let me show you the entries and exits. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Markers only. And where is it? Because I don't see it. Oh, I need to take it off of. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so here is the entries and exits. All right. So we took out. Yep. There we go. So we immediately drew higher, and I started shorting here, here, and up here, um, and ended up taking my final profit here. Took first one here, final profit down here. So that ends the lower time frame sell model. Now there is another higher model up here. This is the hourly. So on the hour, whether it happens now or up to the 11 o'clock macro, I do expect these lows to get taken eventually. I think it happens today, because look at this move over here. So what am I looking for here going into the 11 o'clock macro? Because uh, the 10 o'clock macro is almost up, and as you can see, we traded into this, and as you can see here, literally down to the tick. We on the lower time frame, we haven't technically swept these lows, but I got triggered out of it on my limit order, so that's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that any day, actually. But let's see here. make sure I'm okay. Here it is. So this down move right here is very, very aggressive, uh, which to me means that I don't expect this to get taken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Where do we have here? There we go. Perfect. Is that? So we do have a lower time frame microstructure shift here, uh, and we do have a gap here. All right, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people for the 10 o'clock macro that are going to be getting in here. The only way I would get in here would be if price comes up to here immediately and then draws lower. So I would want to see a wick candle, sort of like this one, where you have like a really big wick here. With and Q, same thing. I don't want this gap to get taken. I don't want to see that. And if it does, then that's fine too. That means that the objective is over and price is likely heading to take out some highs first before price has lower. So from here until the 11 o'clock macro, I want to see price build structure mainly. I want to see price build something like this. You know, big down move, retracement with pools of liquidity being built, and then eventually into the 11 o'clock hour or the 13 macro, price purges those that buy side liquidity, and then draws lower from there. Same thing. I want price to retrace, build some liquidity at some highs, at the 5-minute highs or the 15-minute highs, who knows? And then I want price to purge that liquidity going into a macro. Let's go ahead and delete this right here. Let's delete this. Let's change this to the relative equal lows. So as you can see, I'm just developing a plan as price draws itself here. So if this gap gets taken, I wouldn't want like the only what I would want to see is I would want to see just a wick. I would want to see a wick trade into this and then draw lower. I don't want to see a body close above this gap over here. Same thing here. I don't want to see a body close above this right here. Actually, kind of like this one right here. You see how price traded into it? But notice the bodies. Notice how the bodies are not closing above 50% of the range. I probably should have taken this one, but I like trading ES, especially when when I guess you can say yeah, I don't know. I'm just more comfortable trading ES, but NQ was the better trade because it did take price. It did take out the lows a lot quicker. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I'm thinking I probably should have taken a short right here, which is fine. It's fine. I'm okay with that. All right. Let's look at the higher time frames. Oh wow. Okay. Oh okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Price is doing exactly what I expected it to do. Like I said, I don't want to see a body close above this right here. I want to see price develop a wick. I want price to wick into this gap over here. We are. Yep. This is the previous dealing range on the lower time frame. and we are taking the lows out. There you go, perfect. Let's go. All right, so it looks like we are wicking into it. This right here is the order block. Yep, it makes sense that price wicked into that. Many traders, the majority of traders, I'm pretty sure, got into this block over here. But I am sure traders who are familiar with the breakaway gap concept are short here with the stop up here. Same with this one, the stop would be here. Okay, so if this gap is to hold and this gap is to hold, then this high should not be taken. If it gets taken, then price will most likely draw higher. So let's keep watching here. Yeah, I already made my my trade for the morning, so I'm not looking to get into anymore. But it is nice watching price work out the way you wanted it to work out. Oh, right, we were going over the 1 hour. Let's see here. Okay, so what did I see coming into this morning? On the hourly, we did take out Asia high. Same with NQ, right? And we left after price drew lower. Price retraced into a gap here on the hourly. And I was also paying attention to the 12, 8 o'clock time frame. Midnight open and 0830 open. And as you can see here, price rejected those areas. If you're short bias, you want to short above midnight open and 0830 open. If you're bullish, you want to long below those areas. Obviously, as long as your PD arrays are in line. All right, since I'm done, let's go ahead and take a short on. Yep, let's go ahead and take shorts on paper. Oh, like I was saying, price drew a liquidity pool, a gap here, and above this high, you can consider this a liquidity pool. Same thing here, liquidity pool here. On the 15-minute, we had similar liquidity pool up here and up here. Liquidity pool here. Obviously, we didn't take out this high over here, so that gives us SMT. And notice how the lower low, the lower high, compared to this one, notice how it's a lower high. And as soon as that lower high was drawn, price immediately came down and swept these lows over here. Yep, swept. Yeah, well, yes, didn't. When that happens, this should have been the trade I took. This should have been the trade that I should have taken, but obviously I didn't. So, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I just need to remember to look at the 15-minute as well, because as soon as I realized that Yeah, as soon as I realized that price was drawing lower, I should have realized to look into the higher time frame liquidity pools. I noticed the 1 hour, but I didn't notice the 15 minute. All right, here we go. All right, 15 minute here. It's a pretty big gap. All right. Okay, so yep, this is still here. Still here. Okay, so we did close above this gap over here. But because I'm still bearish, I don't want I'm not going to use this as an entry for price to draw higher because we are at equilibrium here. Yep. So I do expect this big invert over here to fail. And I still okay. We do have a big wick here. All right. Let's go ahead and take it above there. All right. Let's go ahead and do it now. There we go. Yeah, I don't want price to come back up here because this would be. Do you see how it literally falls in line with consequent encroachment over here? Yeah, that's beauty right here. I probably should have re-entered with an actual trade, but again, I'm done with the day, uh, so I'm just participating on a paper here. Okay, so it looks like NQ is drawing higher. Oh, okay, so you see this right here. So I wouldn't expect price to trade above this order block over here. Yep, I wouldn't expect price to draw into this order block over here. Actually, just the body. So about 50%, which would be consequent encroachment. So no higher than 43, really. All right. Let's see. For trading sake, let's go ahead and add another one here at 29.75. There you go. And so my stop would be if price closes above 50% of the order block or this stop right here. And the macro is about to finish. So since the macro is about to be over, the next candle, the next 5 minute candle, what I want to see is I want price to immediately draw lower. I don't want price to just, hold there. So let's zoom into the 1 minute to see what it's doing. All right. Perfect. All right. All right. You know what? I'm going to take another one here. Yep. I'm going to take another trade here. I'm going to do it. If price closes below here on the 1 minute, I'm going to go ahead and take it with a stop. Let's see here. Yep. With a stop where I said I wanted the stop to be at. All right. Perfect. Okay. So I am in. No, I'm not in. 28.50. Okay, hopefully I didn't get triggered in. Darn it. Okay, I didn't get triggered in. That's fine. Now I expect the loss to get taken. I don't want price to come back. There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, let's 2-1. All right. It's such a bummer that I didn't get triggered into this one. Hmm. Yeah, it really is. It's fine though. I'm okay with that. There it is. There it is. All right. Well, at least I read that correctly. Yep. Literally had this whole move. So that was good. And then price came back up, traded into that breakaway gap. Like I said, it wicked into it. Um, and still closed above. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, it's kind of it kind of it does hurt. That's called FOMO, fear of missing out. Yep, definitely read that correctly. I just don't. I just did not zoom into the 1 minute quick enough. But as you can see here, like I was saying, we traded into constant encroachment of this order block. Then we have this propulsion block, and as soon as price drew into this order block, we had the massive down move. So now the final one should be at 10.25. Let's go ahead and put a sell at 10.25. Here we go. And that would be the that's pretty much it for the objective, because after price breaks this low, there's really nothing else on the daily time frame that would get me to short anymore, because we already because like I said, to me on the lower time frame, the objective are the lows. Uh, yep, right here. Those are the lows, and as you can see, like I was saying earlier before the market opened, we took out this low, so there was a low here, and then price came back up, swept that low, swept this low, and now we're heading to this low. I would like to see a reaction, like I said, once we get to the daily extreme premium of the range. I would like to see some sort of bullish reaction coming off of that. And that's it. That's it for the what do you call that? That's it for the objective. So what do I expect from here? Now that that low has been taken and NQ has still not taken that low. Um, that's technically SMT at the lows, but since my bias is bearish, you know, I'm not expecting to get long anytime soon. At least not until there's a 15-minute reversal or something like that. Um, so what do I do until then? I just let price develop. I just let price draw itself until price tells me what to do on the weekly. I'm still trying to see. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, this would be the weekly draw. There you go. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the weekly draw right here. And let's put in a weekly draw up here as well. Yep, that's the weekly draw. Since we took out these highs already, let's delete those. Let's delete these. We can delete this one. We can delete this one. We can get rid of this one. And we can get rid of this one. All right. Yep, there we go. There it is. Okay. All right, so that's it for the day. I don't expect price to do anything much after this. If it does draw lower, then that's fine. I'm expecting a reversal midweek, going into FOMC really. I don't know if it happens here or if it happens later on, but technically this is SMT. So let's see if there's something on the 1 minute. I could bet it. I could bet on it. I'm pretty sure there's a reversal of sorts on the lower time frame. So I guess if anybody's looking to get in on a micro scalp, they'd probably get in above this high over here and above this high. This one, they probably could have slapped on some market orders on buys to cover into this move up here. There it is. Okay, so what am I looking for going into the afternoon session? Because technically we already kind of expanded, or the 11 o'clock macro. I want to see price draw something like this, something like this, and then draw lower. So I want to see a retracement, consolidation, manipulation, expansion. All right, so that's it for the macro, and I'll see you tomorrow.